Drinking the rum and not sleeping. Feeling the tobacco creeping. Watching it change in the season. I just wanna cherish this moment with you. I can't let you go.
Let me welcome all of you who are here this evening, because I would like to believe that it is a special interest, not in Whitehall and the Prime Minister that brought you here, but in the gems, the national treasures that are displayed here for all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm very happy that Angostura, Central Bank, and FCB accepted to do this and put on these tremendous works of art on display here. The representation that you would see, the vision of the artist, the quality of the work, hidden behind the bushels of the doors of the Central Bank and the FCB and so on. It's a pity that the average person on the average day does not have the opportunity just to see and interact with the power of these works. Because if they are able to, pride and patriotism will rise automatically, if not with all the pieces, but some of the pieces will appeal to us, and a better citizen would rise from the gaze of these pieces. Today we can go and put on an exhibition of our art and our history, our successes and our failures, in 4 of the most magnificent buildings. The buildings themselves being work of art, but of a different era. But we could do that as part of our independence. At Killarney, where the cloistered exhibition of the FCB is on display for a month. At Whitehall, the office of the Prime Minister, where the Central Bank's exhibition is available for a month. And at Millfleur, where the Angostura exhibition is available to the public for a month. And as we do that, in between them, the Archbishop has offered by appointment to exhibit the Catholics' collection in their home, where they too have a significant block of artwork of Trinidad and Tobago. So this exhibition is meant to make available to the average person to come here during the hours proclaimed and just stand and gaze and walk through and see what they would not normally see unless they become associates of entry at the various institutions. This exhibition, I would like to say to the teachers around the country, I would love to know that as many children as possible from across this land can walk through these halls, walk on this floor, walk through these steps, go into these buildings and claim this heritage that is theirs.
In the world of art, we are being invited to see the intangible, the spirit of a place. These collections that we are looking at in this PatriARTism exhibition, or series of exhibitions, is an opportunity for us to engage with this spirit that has lived in this place over the last 60 years and so over the independence period. The collections that have been on exhibit give us a real insight into the concerns of artists and the concerns of the society over the past several years. They tell us about the time and the heritage that has delivered the artistic concerns. And art collections are really very important. They're important because they hold and they try to isolate time and space and hold it for future generations. And we are really very fortunate to have had the opportunity to look at the last 60 years or so of art production in Trinidad and Tobago. This collection of work gives us a broad panorama of these images for us to engage with. So you would see people in festivals, whether it's religious festivals or in the social, the carnival, see people making music, people at work, people doing all of the things that give Trinidad and Tobago a sense of its place in the world. The exhibition also tells us something about the level of skill that artists bring to the production of their work. You know, one of the important things about art making is about the creation of the idea of excellence, that we want to do something so good that just the mere fact of its goodness means that it could perpetuate itself through space and time. So this idea of excellence is all pervasive. Sometimes we don't think about it except in the domain of the arts, where we really want the artists to really demonstrate and show us what excellence really means. Because out of this concept of excellence, we get the value of taste. Ultimately, this work is going to stand for all time. 100 years from now, people would look back and say, at the dawn of our independence period, these are some of the concerns that the people of Trinidad and Tobago were preoccupied with. These are the things that they want to express. This is what they held to be excellent. This is what they held to be of good taste. Well, one of the things that exhibitions do as well, and this series of exhibitions continue to do, is that it encourages a wide cross-section of people, families, young people, older people, and the general public to really appreciate and enter into the discussion of what is of value in our heritage and what is of value in our culture. What is of value that would speak to us and our occupation of Trinidad and Tobago at this time to future generations.
We have inherited, we as a people, we have inherited some significant value, which if not appreciated and protected, that inheritance could easily be lost. Because on this occasion where we are 60 years old as a nation, these are treasures, are our best representation of 6 decades of the nationhood that we were promised in 1962. We in Trinidad and Tobago are good as or better than many. And I invite the nation of Trinidad and Tobago, wherever you are, go and gaze upon who we are, what we are, and who we could be, because it's all there written, printed, and painted in our visual art today.